So, hello, my name is Carissa. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking an interest in my new book project. This is my first self-published children's book in a series of three. So there are two more books on the way, but this first book is an introduction really to the whole story and to life under the sea. So, I was really inspired after living in a coastal city for 6 years in southern China to write this book. This book is really about 5 years in the making, you could say. It slowed down a little bit with the pandemic. Well, I should say a lot, actually. There were a lot of challenges that came up along the way. I've had different teams, illustrators, nonprofit partners, still working all of these things out. But really, the goal of this book is just to invite more people, especially young people, to take a journey in the oceans and just explore and discover all there is. I think, a big part of this is from my passion as a diver. I got certified in Vietnam, actually, in 2006. So I don't get to dive every year, but I've been on a few trips, and it's just amazing. This isn't my picture, but this is what you will see when you're under the water in our oceans. And our oceans take up the majority of our planet, and there's just so much that we still haven't learned and haven't discovered yet. So this book in this series really is a way to take more people with me under the sea and explore. And maybe if we learn more about what's under the sea, we'll protect it better. This book really does tie together that relationship between life on land and under the sea. And that's also what I hope it inspires more people to draw that connection and share what we know and maybe balance life out so that our actions on land can improve as well as our oceans. So here is the Philippines too, such beautiful places. Let me introduce you though next to the illustrators who helped also bring this story to life in visual form. So Scale Up Animations is just an amazing group, and it's part of the privilege I have had to work on this project with this group from around the world based in Uganda. So let me introduce you to the illustrating team that I worked with in Uganda. I started this project here on the coast of China in Shenzhen in southern China, but started working with the illustrators only recently. After working with a few different illustrators in the beginning, I finally found my partners in Uganda. Now, I actually met another contact who introduced me to them through SINA, which stands for Social Innovation Academy. And SINA supports a lot of young refugees, people that have been through some very traumatic experiences. They are orphans from generations of war, either their families or even themselves, they've survived. And they learn at SINA and also Lazima Napati Academy, which is a part of this program, how to heal their trauma and really recover and through their own process of healing themselves, they develop an idea for their future in terms of a business model that they want to pursue. So that's what Lazima Napate Academy was formed to do, was to help young scholars recover, heal themselves in their trauma, and then develop a project that is going to benefit their community around them, often with their classmates or the other scholars in the Academy. So it's a relatively new program founded in 2019, although SINA's been around for much longer. And the founding team members, there are 5 young people here that have been through SINA already and have started their own successful businesses. As you can see here is one business they've already started to launch through Lazima Napate Academy. But in the founding team member, I actually met Derek Onyango, who is a graduate of SINA as well. So he introduced me to Scale Up Animations, which is one of the newer groups of scholars that he has mentored after being through a similar mentorship program. So Scale Up Animations has just formed just recently, just less than a year old. So it's really been a privilege for me to work together with them around the world. They're in Uganda, I'm in the US, we're crossing time zones, and they're just making wonderful things happen. So I want to introduce you to Josh. I'll let him introduce himself, actually. And here we are navigating time zones, and this is the way that we communicate sometimes, just through videos online, but it works. So here's Josh.
My name is Joshua Guillermo. I'm from Scale Up Animations. Scale Up Animations, we are all passionate about art, and we want to pursue an entrepreneurship journey as young refugees, change makers. Thank you.
So that's Josh from Scale Up Animations, and also his partner, David, who actually made all of the illustrations. Josh helped facilitate our communication. He made sure deadlines were being met. He was even ahead, pushing this project forward. Very attentive to all the details and changes that I asked for. It was just so easy to work with them, even though they were all the way across the world. And, you know, we're coming from 2 very different backgrounds, circumstances, cultures, languages, countries, everything. But that's the beautiful thing about this project, is it all came together, and they're really excited to do more too. So I appreciate your support. Let me introduce you to actually David, the illustrator. He made a little video showing you some behind the scenes footage. So here's a sneak peek at some of the illustrations in the book and how they were made. So enjoy. Here we go. So yes, that's David, the other illustrator that works with Josh at Scale Up Animations in Uganda. So thank you so much again for supporting this project. Any contribution you make is very much appreciated. There's no such thing as a small, act of support when it comes to this. And we're just really excited to go on this journey with you, to even extend beyond the story and dive into the facts and take some action in the real world as well with our nonprofit partners. So I'm looking forward to updating you on the project as we go. And I just, again, can't thank you enough for your support. So thanks for making these dreams come true. And I look forward to talking to you and keeping you updated soon. Bye. Bye.